All right, here with Tia at Star Wars Celebration Orlando. The panel today was amazing.
Oh, I'm so glad you thought so. I thought it was pretty awesome myself.
Big bombshell announcement today, of course, the final season of the show, and you on stage got pretty emotional.
I'm actually sort of surprised I didn't get more emotional. I was sort of preparing myself that I was going to just be like a hot mess, but I was hoping that I kind of held it together. I knew we were going to be announcing it. I've known for a little while. I actually asked Dave Filoni a little while ago, like, when are we going to tell the fans? Will they know, before this season 4 starts, will they know it's the last season? And he said, yeah, we're going to tell them at Celebration. And at first I was like, oh my gosh, that's cruel and unusual punishment. You're going to like drop this bombshell on them. And then I realized, no, that's the best way we could do it. I mean, rather than like putting a press release out and doing it in this impersonal way on the internet, to get to tell the fans in person, like the diehard fans that are here that stood in line for however many hours to get into this panel, to get to share it, and obviously like live streaming fans all over the world, to get to share it in that way, I thought was a really special way to sort of break the really sad news.
You mentioned the fans. How does this convention compare to some of the others that you've done?
Well, I think it's the best because it's all Star Wars all the time, and it's all different media of Star Wars, like all the different media of Star Wars, all in one place. You get to meet Star Wars fans from all over the place, which is such a joy. It's so fun to see like where people are from, and and I know I say this all the time, but I truly mean it. I think Star Wars fans are the greatest in the world. They're the most inclusive. They're the most like fanatic in the best sense. I said that from the moment that we announced that we had a show and that we were going to be on the show. People hadn't even seen the show yet. They didn't know anything about our characters or about our storyline, and they just welcomed us with open arms and were so enthusiastic and excited to see what we had to show them. And that's when I realized what this sort of Star Wars fandom means to people, and just the inclusion is the most special part, I think.
Star Wars and a lot of sci-fi now making great strides, including more women in these strong roles, and you're now part of that. I mean, you're part of that as it drives forward. So how important is that, and what are some of the maybe young girls that have come up to you, even women have come up and just said,
yeah, it's really so gratifying to get to meet people that say, like, I met some fans yesterday, and this dad came up and said, I just want you to know that my daughter is a little bit shy and she's a little bit introverted, and watching your portrayal of Sabine has made her feel empowered. And I sort of got a little choked up that I mean to feel like your work on a show playing a character would then have that kind of impact on a person so personally is really a special feeling. And I feel like it's a huge honor and a privilege to get to play a character that might have that that might help someone feel better about themselves, or feel like it's okay to be however they are. I mean, that's really an honor.
I know you can't say a lot about the new season. We were able to watch an episode with you in the room today with all the fans. What can you tell us to get us hyped about the new season?
Oh man, well, I mean, the fact that now the cat's out of the bag, that season 4 is our last season, I think I can now freely say that it will be like we are upping the ante in every way. Because we're not going to go out without a bang. So I think it's and I think personally just that season 3 was better than season 2, and season 2 was better than season 1. I feel like in every sense, I think the stories are more fleshed out and more interesting and more dynamic, and the characters are we're getting to do more interesting stuff, and like technically speaking, I just think that the animation is even more incredible, and Kevin Kiner's music is just, this last season, it's mind-blowing to me that these are like 22-minute episodes, and the music and just this sort of cinematic experience is at such a high caliber is just really exciting. So that being said, I think season 4 will be even better than season 3, and I personally just happen to think season 3 is pretty great. So season 4, and you know what? I don't know how things end. I think I kind of know a little bit, but of course Dave Filoni wants me to think that and wants us all to think that. I don't think any of us will really know how it ends until we actually watch the finale with everyone. Like when you watch it is probably when I'll watch it, which is also exciting because like I'm dying to know what happens to the Ghost Crew and where does it fit in with the timeline, you know? And obviously after I watched Rogue One, I was like, so where do we fit it? Like timeline wise, like is that how we're gonna go down? Are we all going down in a blaze of glory? Like I have so many questions as a fan that I can't wait to see season 4. I think it's just gonna be even bigger and better and higher stakes, obviously. And I think we'll be I'm just really excited to see how it ends, to see what happens with the Ghost Crew and where it fits in with the story, the greater story and the greater picture.